Hey, this is Forrest from the Olympic Outdoor Center. Pioneers in paddling since 1986. We've been outfitting kayakers here in the Pacific Northwest for over 30 years. So today we're going to share a couple of lessons we've learned along the way when selecting the proper kayak paddle. Kayak paddles, of course, come in many different materials, and the goal here is to discuss types of materials that we have available to us as paddlers and what's going to kind of define a paddle in terms of its level of performance. We're going to measure those two metrics in weight, and we're going to measure them in flexibility. So if we start off with a paddle that's on the lower end of the spectrum in terms of performance, thereby making it a relatively low price point as well at about $59, $60. We're talking about a shaft that's constructed with aluminum and blades that are built with plastic, linear polyethylene. This is a great option for somebody who's just looking to get out on the water, paddle purely recreationally, spend an hour or two out there, and it's not really going to be that big of an investment. Also a really great option for somebody who wants to have gear at the house for friends and family to use. Really durable product. If we spend a little bit more on the paddle, what we're going to end up doing is we'll go to, this is a Werner Tie B. This is a carbon fiber shaft blended with fiberglass. So that, of course, right away is going to reduce the weight of the paddle. It's going to give you some more rigidity in the shaft of the paddle as well. This blade is fiberglass reinforced polyethylene, so that decreases the weight slightly. And reinforcing that plastic with fiberglass makes it a little bit more rigid as well. So again, as we climb this totem pole, the paddles are going to get lighter, we're getting a little more rigid. This is the Werner Skagit. This is a low angle paddle like we talked about before. Same kind of concept here in the shaft, a carbon fiber and fiberglass blended shaft. This blade, however, is now, instead of reinforced with fiberglass, has been reinforced with carbon fiber. So that carbon fiber material, lighter weight than fiberglass, and more rigidity associated with the carbon fiber as well. As we keep climbing up the mountain here, prices continue to rise. Now we're talking about $285 for this kind of mid-level paddle. What we're getting here is a carbon fiber, fiberglass reinforced shaft and fiberglass blades. Okay, these blades are now much lighter weight than their counterparts in reinforced polyethylene, and they're also much more rigid. The next step in the totem pole we're going to go to is carbon fiber. So now the shaft of the paddle is strictly all carbon fiber, and the blade is also carbon fiber. One of the lightest weight materials we have available to us as paddlers in the realm of constructing paddles, and it's the most rigid as well. That's going to make a huge difference from where we started off to where we're ending up. In this line of paddles by Werner, the next option we have to us as paddlers is in this higher end product lineup. Werner builds blades with just solid carbon fiber, but they'll also build blades with foam cores. And a foam core blade has a carbon fiber exterior, foam sandwiched in between the power face and the back face. And that foam is going to do two things for the paddler. A, it's going to create a lighter, more buoyant feel in the paddle, because as I take a stroke and recover the blade, that blade kind of pops up out of the water. And especially if I'm paddling in a more dynamic or aerated environment, these foam core blades are great for more leverage when I'm either doing my low braces, high braces, sculling, or rolling. Pardon me. These foam core blades are going to enable me to have a little bit more leverage and a little bit more performance, again, in those more aerated environments. Hopefully some of the information you've picked up in this video are going to allow you to make an informed decision. If you ever have any questions about what was presented here today, please feel free to give us a call or contact us at OlympicOutdoorCenter.com. Thanks for watching and happy paddling.